welcome to the Impolitically Correct News, where we bring you all the latest happenings around the world, most of which we don't care about, all of which mean nothing at all, and some of which makes you just want to go get some beer and popcorn. In the headlines today, Edward Snowden gets asylum and moves out of Sheremetyevo, and an army of cleaners move in. Telangana issues clear up. Telangana gets Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh gets the biryani. Hug Diya, Salman and SRK to take their hug forward will appear in a movie. Edward Snowden might believe that Russia had a change of political heart in granting him asylum, but the reality seems to be very different. Sources state that during his stay at the Sheremetyevo, Snowden brought along his Hawaiian lifestyle with him, and it was with a view to improving the now squalid conditions that the Russians actually got Snowden to leave. Our Moscow correspondent Zabardasti Bupreski reports.
With Edward Snowden finally winding up from his month-long base at the Sheremetyevo Airport Immigration Lounge, a massive army of housekeeping staff moved in armed with titanium scrubs, bottles of lighter fluid and air fresheners to clean up the mess and clear the place of hippie breath, as one official put it. Apparently, Snowden has left the airport in a state of disrepair with his hippie lifestyle, with the role of his pole-dancing babushka being played by a roving cast of immigration officials and Rextic Russian supermodels and even a few Russian border commandos. Sheremetyevo, head of housekeeping staff, get those cum stains off, also confirmed that 2304 wafer bags have been cleared in the cleaning so far, along with 4501 cum stains, one of which was found on the CCTV camera in top left-hand corner of the room, some of it assumed to be left behind from Bill Clinton's last visit to Moscow.
We're joined now by Zabardasti Bupreski live from the Sheremetyevo airport in Moscow. Hello, Zab. Hello?
Здравствуйте, это шмаш-шай здесь. Hello, I mean, it's crazy out here.
Can you describe the situation for us, Zab?
The whole airport smells of bong water, and there are also size 66 leather spandex found, which is probably not Snowden's.
Why did the Russians allow Snowden to mess the place up like that?
Russians, you know, we don't like to mess up a good party, especially in the summer, because it's the only time we think we can take off our clothes off.
Even when you leave cum stains on the camera?
Yes, of course, we analyze the video and jizz comes up from below the camera's line of sight, so it's impossible to know who squirted that.
Well, someone did. Where is Edward Snowden now?
Not at an airport, for sure. Mr. Putin is extremely conscious of Russia's international image. He can't have a 29-year-old IT guy jerking it on the couch be the first thing people see of Russia. It might make them think that this country was fun or something.
So, Edward Snowden was granted asylum basically to get him out of the airport?
Of course, Snowden is the frat boy, and frat boys are pretty shameless. He would have had sex in his own puke if it came to that. So the Russian decided to take the hit, not from the bong, once from the bong.
Thank you, Zaeb. Edward Snowden continues to raise the stink wherever he goes, and the world tries to deal with his BO problem as well as it can. There are more ways than one that a person can cause a leak, and Snowden's flatulence can prove more detrimental to Russia than that other little leak they had, Chernobyl. Back home in India, in a landmark deal struck today, Telangana agreed to concede the copyright to the famous Hyderabadi biryani and halim to Andhra Pradesh in exchange for the sole possession of Hyderabad city and its stupid accent. The decision was cheered by the biryani outlet owners block of Seemandhra, or Boobs, the biggest union of biryani businessmen in Andhra Pradesh, which negotiated the final settlement with the Telangana state government. The terms of the copyright agreement states that the biryani will soon be rebranded the Andhra Biryani with a 90% job quota for goats and chicken from Andhra Pradesh. Our Hyderabad correspondent Almighty Rao spoke about the recent developments with the General Secretary of Boobs, Wet and Ready.
Well, good evening, Mr. Reddy.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Sir, so Hyderabad is gone, even though you got biryani. How do you feel about that?
Okay, Hyderabad has biryani only. What else does Hyderabad have, no?
It has Charminar, shiny new airport. The list is endless. IT companies, man.
All this new stuff, it is against our culture. Only biryani is our culture. Biryani makes our chest swell up. Sometimes stomach also, with pride only. And when pride grows, boobs will also grow, like get really big. So every year we grow. Boob change the world in a single summer.
Well, boobs changed the world. But okay, but all you got yourself was some biryani. Not Hyderabad, nothing.
You don't understand. Boobs will get support from the new Simandhra. Telangana had made boobs all saggy and loose. This new Andhra will underwear for boobs. It will make boobs grow strong and perky.
You mean Andhra will push it up?
Yes, that only. Foreign investor with change money like it like that. Strong and perky.
Very good. Well, thank you, Mr. Reddy. May you never be held back by hooks and straps of the state politics.
Also, while Hyderabad is being fought over, Nagarjuna has been denied ownership by either state. Telangana blames Andhra Pradesh for his haircut and therefore holds it responsible for the mistake that was his acting career. Andhra Pradesh, however, responded by blaming Telangana for everything else about him and demanded that they accept him as their own, publicly. After their hug that rang around the world, Salman Khan and Shah Rukh Khan have decided to put their money where their mouths were, on each other's cheeks. As the world waits for the aftermath of the hug, the Khan duo decided that yes, we can. Yes, we allow bad puns on this show. The result? Hug Diya, a new movie starring the two Khans. Our Bollywood correspondent Samar Khan reports.
More than friends, Salman and Shah Rukh are consummate businessmen who understand they might as well cash in on their menopausal antics while they can, especially after the reception their version of guy-on-guy love received in the media. Hug Diya will retrace the misunderstandings between the stars right from the early days on the sets of Karan Arjun, when the shit reportedly first hit the fan. That was when Rakhi, playing their blind mother in the movie, always seemed to give Salman more ketchup with his fries, provoking SRK's ketchup hissy fit. So, I'm here with the scriptwriter and director for Hug Diya, Mr. Rohit Shetty. Thank you, Mr. Shetty, for joining us.
Yes, it's divine, darling. It's basically, that's so nice.
So, Hug Diya, what can you tell us about that?
Darling, it's basically going to be an action sex comedy, you know. Yeah.
Action sex comedy, but how will that work?
The hug was only the beginning, darling. We should show what happened in the bedroom in SRK, and Salman started their happily ever after, you know.
Okay, but where is the action and comedy?
Oh, we'll throw in Karan Johar and Aishwarya Rai into the bedroom. Jealousy, drama, and then somebody from the Mumbai Cricket Association will end up sleeping on a pavement in Bandra. Revenge, and you know, Vivek Oberoi will land up with Shirish Kundar, and we have a full call center set up, darling, for Vivek to get SMSs. All divine. Darling, is so sorted.
Nice. But how do you think it will compare to Chennai Eggless, your last movie?
Oh, it's the same only, darling. It's the same divine movie. There's only one way to make shitty movies, you know.
Clearly. Thank you, Mr. Shetty.
Oh, you're welcome, darling. Your hair looks so nice today. While the Khans of Bollywood decide to bury the proverbial hatchet and not in each other's skulls, the world holds its breath to see if Eid can triumph over ego. And as the saying goes in Bollywood, it's in the Khan. That's all we have this week. We try our best to spread the light and the beer and keep things serious, interesting and utterly fascinating. We fail badly at this, of course, and subscribing to this channel will only make you part of that failure. So we look forward to you looking forward to looking at us again. Until next week, subscribe and regret.